Hello everyone, welcome to my kitchen, and this is Cooking with Rowan. Yay! Today we're going to be making buffalo... what are we making, Vera? Today we'll be making buffalo chicken mac and cheese from scratch. What you'll need is chicken, 2 boxes of pasta, eggs, butter, Frank's Red Hot, my preferred choice of hot sauce, half and half. You can substitute this for milk or even heavy cream. 2 bags of cheese if you're making just a single batch, use 1 bag of cheese. Breadcrumbs, garlic powder, onion powder, salt and pepper. We'll also need flour. That's about all we need for now. All right, so let's begin. Step 1, we're gonna take out our chicken, cut off all the excess fat right here, and clean it up and give it a quick wash to make sure we get off all those nasty chemicals. This chicken actually is a little thick, so I think we're gonna cut it in half by butterflying it. Basically, you're gonna wanna put your knife in about halfway on the side, and you're gonna put even pressure on top as well as the bottom, and just slide your knife across. When you're making chicken cutlets, you want the chicken to be as thin as possible, make it cook faster so it doesn't burn in the oil. So what I like to do, just gonna come on top, you're just gonna press down. You're really just flattening the chicken, make it cook even faster, just better all around. Now that we have our chicken all ready, we can start breading and get ready to fry. We use about 3, maybe 4 eggs, depending on how much chicken you have. Now, all the seasonings that I talked about earlier, you're gonna wanna put those right into your flour and your breadcrumbs. I'd say maybe a tablespoon or 2 of each, just to give it some flavor. And just like that, we have our breading station prepped. Grab your first piece of chicken and get a good amount of flour on there, both sides. You're gonna go directly into your egg, get it all covered up, and then throw it right into the breadcrumb mixture. Give it a nice coating, push it in, make sure you get all those crevices everywhere, and you have a breaded chicken cutlet, just like that. And you're just gonna repeat that step for all of the rest of your chicken cutlets. And now we have our breaded chicken, and now we are ready to fry. Now that we're ready to fry, let's get our oil going. You're gonna want a good amount of oil to cover the bottom of your frying pan, as we're basically shallow frying these chicken breasts. And we're gonna get this pretty hot. We want the oil to do its thing. When you lay chicken in, or anything when you're frying, you wanna lay it away from you so the oil does not come up and splash you. You're gonna wait about 2 to 3 minutes and check the bottom. You want it to be a nice golden brown. It's looking like our chicken's looking pretty good. I might have overcooked it a little, but actually no, it's not bad. Our chicken's looking good, so we're gonna pull it out and we're gonna put in our other 2 pieces. Put some paper towels and put your chicken on top of that. It'll help drain off some of the oil and it'll cool it a little faster as well. And just like that, there's some nice chicken cutlets. Throw that right on your boiler. Make sure you always oil and salt your water. Salt gives it flavor. Oil makes it not stick. Oh, our water's boiling, our water's boiling. Just gonna wanna dump your pasta in. Once you put your pasta in, you're gonna wanna give it a quick stir. It prevents it from sticking and helps it get started cooking better. You're gonna wanna keep stirring your pasta every now and again. And it's looking pretty good right now. So we're just gonna let that sit for a little while, and we're gonna start making our buffalo sauce. Gonna go with a stick of butter into just a little pot, and we're gonna turn that on about medium. Let the butter start to melt. We're gonna add about a cup of Frank's Red Hot. Grab any mixing utensil, doesn't really matter. Give it a nice stir. Get everything incorporated. It's just gonna simmer and cook together. Stir the pasta. Everything's looking pretty good. In the meantime, we're gonna get started on our cheese sauce. We're gonna start with about half a stick of butter. Throw it in our pot, and we are gonna put that on about medium for now. Just gonna let it get melted down. To the butter, you're gonna wanna add some flour. You're gonna wanna start whisking. What we're doing essentially is creating a roux, which is a nice cream base for our sauce. It'll give it a nice cheesy texture. To this, we're gonna add half and half. Make sure you're constantly whisking too to get out any big clumps that you may see like this. You don't want those. We're gonna add our seasonings, the same seasonings we had earlier: salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder. At this point, you can turn off your burner and you're gonna wanna add your cheese. And just like that, we have our cheese sauce. You're gonna wanna pull your pasta out al dente. We now have all of our pieces assembled. Let's put them all together and see what we got. We're gonna make our buffalo chicken. Just chop the chicken into nice bite-sized pieces. And just add it right to your bowl, just like that. Repeat for all your chicken breasts. Grab your buffalo sauce, pour it right on top. There is your buffalo chicken. You got your pasta. Do about half your cheese, and then throw about half of your chicken right on top. Just give that everything in here a nice good mix. And then repeat the process. The rest of your pasta, the rest of your cheese, add the rest of your chicken on top, and give it a nice mix. Now, you can serve this as it is if you want. We're gonna take this a step further and bake it. The breadcrumbs are back out, baby, and a little bit of butter. And we're gonna toast up these breadcrumbs. Once your butter has melted, just gonna sprinkle in some breadcrumbs right on top. You just wanna leave them in here until they get toasty brown. Make sure you keep your eye on them though, you don't want them to overcook. Just get all of that goodness, scoop it all on out. After you have put your mac and cheese down, pour these right on top. With your remaining cheese, just sprinkle it on top. Take your macaroni, throw it on in there, and you're gonna cook it for about 5 minutes until the cheese is boiled on top and it's ready to go.
We want food. Chant it with me. We want food. We want food. Yeah.
This is so good. Oh my god.
Mamma mia!
Like I went like 4 days straight without eating food. And this has inspired me to eat food again.
Cooking comes from love. Love for the passion, love for the craft, love for doing what you love to do.
You know what makes it good? Is the fact that it was made with love by our good friend Rowan. It's the love. It's the love.
I think that's the biggest problem with America.
My favorite thing about cooking is seeing the joy in everyone's face and getting people together, make a meal that everyone can enjoy and bring joy to their faces. Cooking is one of my favorite hobbies. I love to do it. Don't forget to add the special ingredient. You should add this to every ingredient. Love.